What's up, guys? Your boy is back, finally, and I'm gonna try to tell you guys, I'm gonna try to convince you guys why you should be playing Charizard. I'm not here to convince you that Charizard is an S tier Pokemon, although I would push that a little bit. But what I'm trying to basically point out is the viability of Charizard in the jungle. I don't feel he's that strong of a laner. Other YouTubers, well, really only one other YouTuber I know you can check out for sure that will support the Charizard theory would be Crashy. I've had a lot of fun watching his videos and learning stuff from him, and I'm glad to finally be getting back in the game a little bit myself. I've been gone for multiple reasons, mainly family things going on, baby growing up. She just turned a year old last week, so that's very exciting, and so that's kind of the reasons I've had such a big hiatus from content creation. But anyways, let me tell you about Charizard, the Jungle Boy. That's right, look at him. He's a jungling boy, look at them eyes. Anyways, let's kind of jump right on in here. I know this is kind of a PowerPoint presentation here, but I figured this is the best way for my ability to present this. So anyways, these are the two builds I would suggest to you. Okay, so my build for jungle preferably is Buddy Barrier, Muscle Band, and Energy Amplifier. You can actually swap the Energy Amp out for Scope Lens, but Energy Amp is so good for basically just getting your ult to recharge, because you're basically an ult bot, and so as soon as you get ult, you use it. You get it again. I mean, you can use it 4 times a game, maybe 5 even, in the right case. So, and obviously Muscle Band gives you physical attack power and attack speed as well. I know it's weird, Charizard being a physical attacker, that makes no sense, but this isn't VGC, this is Unite. And Buddy Barrier just being an item that pretty much you should use on every Pokemon, almost every case. There are some cases where you wouldn't, but Buddy Barrier is, I think, in the community known as the best item, period. So this is kind of the build, pretty basic, nothing too fancy. But so his passives are when at half HP or less gives an increase to crit, which, you know, that's why you would maybe use a Scope Lens over Energy Amp, because you can kind of play off of your passive there. And also his basic attacks get an increase in range each time you evolve, which is something to note. I don't know if a lot of people actually know that or not, but also another awesome thing about Charizard's auto attacks is that he can actually move while he's attacking. So that's a great thing to keep in mind. Like most characters, you have to actually stop, and you're actually stopped when you attack. Charizard is not. He continues to move as he attacks. So the move set, you want to take Fire Punch or Flamethrower, Fire Blast, or Flare Blitz. Okay, and I'm going to break these moves down and tell you why you play certain moves over others, and give you the advantages of them. So Fire Punch is always the move you choose. You can choose Flamethrower, but like seriously, Fire Punch is just so much better. So at max damage it does 1877 damage, which is a lot. I mean, you think about that, full HP Snorlax, you're literally, that's 2/10 of its health right there. I mean, I guess if you, that's bad math, but 1/4 of the health in one hit. Obviously outside of defense and stuff, but this also provides you a way to dash towards or away from your enemies, so this gives you the ability to have some mobility. It's almost like a cheap eject button in a sense. You know, you can use it to get towards or further away from enemies. This also has a knockback / stun, which is amazing. So this gives you the utility to stop your enemy. You can actually push back minions towards your team, like the bees. You can get behind them and push them towards your team. Also, people that run like what is it? The goal? I can't even think of what it's called right now. I'm totally brain farting. But the item that gives you a shield while you're trying to score, you can actually hit them and knock them back and knock them out of that shield. You know, like you're basically making them stop scoring. So it has that advantage as well. And like I said, also allows you to run in towards enemies. So it also can help you dodge enemy moves. So like you see a Snorlax or Lucario sizing you up, you know they're about to slam on you or power up punch you, or Venusaur solar beam in you. You can use it to dodge out of the way, much like you could use the eject button. I've done this many times with Lucarios and Snorlaxes, and a couple times with solar beams and stuff as well. A few power balls from Cinderace. Like you can actually just straight up get them to think you're going away and then dodge out of the way. And this move also has a 6-second cooldown, so you can compare that to the other move you could choose, which would be Flamethrower, which is the thumbs down move. We don't want this move. It does almost 700 less damage, or actually does 700 and so less damage than Fire Punch. So you're not getting as much damage, but you do get the benefit of being able to attack from a short distance. And I mean, you can kind of keep a distance in between you and your opponent, so that is kind of advantageous. It also does burn the opponent, which will also slow them, implying a chase for your fellow ADCs and or frontline fatties, or your defender. So that's kind of nice, and it also has a 7-second cooldown, so it doesn't come up as fast as Fire Punch, does less damage, and has a lot less utility in general than Fire Punch. So this is why you choose Fire Punch over this move, Flamethrower. Fire Blast or Flare Blitz, you choose Fire Blast, and the reason is it does 3,555 damage. Look at that damage right there. That is massive. It also allows you to attack from a distance, so much like the Flamethrower, but this is a good version of Flamethrower because it allows you in team fights before the fight really breaks out. It allows you to backline a little bit, throw out giant AoEs, and just kind of do a little bit of poke damage and force opponents back because they're just taking too much damage in there, and it could make an opponent afraid to continue to pursue your team in the team fight. It creates this huge AoE that does tick damage, and it slows opponents within the AoE. So this is just an all-around amazing move. You can use this move in goal zones to just blast their goal zone and basically make it where they don't really want to stand there, or vice versa for your own goal zone to create a constant damage, tick damage. It slows them, and it just all around just kind of makes them not want to go where this move is sitting. So you can use it just to kind of zone people out as well, just scare them. And it's great for stealing objectives and punishing grouped opponents. So I can't tell you how many Zapdoses and Dreadnoughts I have stolen with this move. It's kind of hilarious. I know every Pokemon kind of has their objective stealing move. Well, this is Charizard's. This is the best objective stealing move because it goes through walls, so you can shoot it through a wall and hit things, which is amazing. Like I said, it's also great for punishing grouped opponents. So you see the team really grouped up, it's time to Fire Blast them. Like, hit them, punish them. So this actually has a lot bigger of a cooldown. So it's an 11-second cooldown, but this move is incredible. So let's look at Flare Blitz, which does significantly less damage, although it does grant you a shield after using it. But you can't use it unless you're targeting something, so you can't actually use it to get away or go. I mean, you can use it to go towards an opponent, but you can't use it to get away from them like you can Fire Punch, because it's kind of like Cinderace's ult. You can't just use it unless someone's there. But an advantage is it does actually throw Pokemon when hit, so it does actually cause a stun factor as well and dispositions them, so that's kind of nice in some ways. And it actually has a 1 second less cooldown than Fire Blast, but this is just not enough to sell me on this move. It's just not very good compared to Fire Blast. And we're going to go ahead and talk about his ultimate move, or his Unite move, the Seismic Slam. It lets you move unhindered. I mean, you go up in the air and you can just move around. Nothing can hinder you. You do still take damage, but you're totally unhindered. With Buddy Bear, obviously you're granted a shield as well, and grant your lowest HP teammate a shield. And one thing about this move is it has an extremely fast recharge rate. So I mean, you can pop these things out like crazy. So this is kind of where Charizard really benefits, is just being able to ult, and this is why him in the jungle is so good, because you're allowed to level up quickly versus when you're in lane and you get outclassed by Cramorant or Ninetales, stuff like that, and you just can't keep up with them. But in the jungle, you have free reign to keep up with the whole team, and you can actually get to your ult very quickly. It allows you to dive backliners in team fights. This is his biggest use, honestly. In the team fight, you can, that Cinderace or that Greninja, Gardevoir, Venusaur, Ninetales that's sitting in the back just destroying your team. Well, you can say, you know what, back out guys, I'm going to jump up and I'm going to go back and get that Cinderace or that Greninja, and I'm going to eliminate them from the fight, and I'm going to even this playing field, or actually totally swing the tides in our favor. And not only, sometimes you can kill that one and you can go for another one and start doing damage and then actually Seismic Slam them. So this is an incredible Unite move. So in the jungle, why you use him in the jungle, he has extremely really fast clear. He can keep up with almost any other jungler. He's just very fast at clearing things. His abilities allow him to do that. He can move while he's attacking, which is nice, so you can keep your mobility going through the jungle. You don't have to slow down. You're basically moving the whole time, which is great. You get your Fire Punch after your first jungle clear, which is crucial as long as one of your laners doesn't take one of your core fish, right? As long as you can get both those core fish in your jungle, as well as the Ludicolo and the Bouffalant, then you got Fire Punch and you're ready to go. You're ready to go get ganks immediately. And Fire Punch is an incredible ganking tool early game. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been sitting in a bush right after my first jungle clear, and I've been waiting on an unsuspected victim to come by, and my team knows I'm there, and they wait for them to come by, and I just Fire Punch them and knock them even further to where they're going, give them a stun. Snorlax jumps on them, Ninetales jumps on them, and we kill them just like that. So really amazing in the jungle. So your job in a team fight with Charizard is when your Unite move is up, you always target down their backlines. Do not waste this trying. Wow, look at that, trying to kill Snorlax. Don't read my spelling there. Trying to kill Snorlax. Do not waste your time trying to kill Snorlax. In most cases, right? In most cases, you're like, hey, I'm diving, I'm getting that Cinderace, and we're gonna make this team fight swing in our favor very quickly, because you take out their biggest damage dealer very easily. Because you can jump right over Snorlax's head, right over Slowbro's head, right over Mr. Mime's head, and just go for them. And you always want to stay behind your frontliners, your Snorlax, right? You want to stay behind it, keep your presence there, and stay there until an opportunity presents itself. Until then, you should be just throwing poke damage with Fire Blast and mid-range auto attacks. You don't want to get jumped on because you're very frail. They can kill you very easily, but as long as you're behind that Snorlax throwing Fire Blast, you're going to become very annoying very quickly. So that's kind of your job in the team fight. You're mostly a Unite move bot though. And this is a preferred team comp. This is like my preferred team comp with Charizard. Obviously you, hello, you need you there. We need you, the Charizard, there. I like to have a Snorlax and a Ninetales in my top lane. And I like to have a Cinderace, Wigglytuff, or Greninja, Eldegoss. I like to have those two things in my bottom lane. Either you can switch those around however you want, but I love this comp. This is really where I feel like Charizard is abused the most, because you still have your Cinderace. You're taking him out of the jungle, or your Greninja to put in a lane, which they can lane very well. And so you're not losing your ADC, and you're getting Wigglytuff or Eldegoss, which can help keep everyone alive, help in team fights big time, right? So, and then this allows you to jump their backliners and let them just take over the fight. So guys, I'm glad that we could talk about Charizard here, and I got a game to put at the end here for you guys to check out to see a little bit of play. So I'm going to throw that in right here, and guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the game right after this. As always, your boy's back. He's really back. We're going to basically force ourselves into a Charizard bowl here. I don't care how this game goes. If I play terribly, greatly, awfully, if my team sucks, if my team slaps, I'm going to show you the video no matter what. And that's right, I'm forcing Charizard right now in the jungle. This is very important to me. It looks like I've got a pretty nice team so far. As long as they do what they need to do. Okay, this is very promising. It's very, very promising. So hopefully I can show you guys what's going on. Let's see. Maybe finish them up over here. Got that little 30 muscle there, and I know I'm trying to flex it. Little 25 barrier flex. That's what happens when you spend $30 on this game. Okay, I lied. I spent $50, but it was worth it. Trust me. I'm not super sweaty. I'm just a little sweaty. That's all. I'm super happy to be making a video again. To be honest with you, it's been way too long. I know I promised to actually be my material way back when, but I just missed the train because daddy life is a thing. So I'm gonna try to put out at least a video a week. It might not always be educational. It might be just me throwing down on someone, you know. But I just need to be a very light student. Okay, so here's typically what I do as Charmander. I'll kind of help this video out a little bit because I can. Really puff. As long as they don't mess with my jungle, I'll have Charmander before I get out of here. Put that there, that. And we're going to go ahead and do this because the cooldown comes over there. Okay, he's not going to stay for some reason. A lot of times he'll actually stay there on the wall. Not this time, it's okay. This poor fish. Once we get this bottom poor fish here, we will be Charmeleon. Start doing things, right? Here we go. See what's going on, that's all. That way we can. I don't want to die to this cram max. Back up, grab the berry, come back, help blacks out. What are you doing? Let's get it. Oh, that's close, that was close. Almost not worth it. Almost not worth it, but we got some good games here. Let's see if I can get these points in. I don't know if I can, I'm gonna try. That's a really good start for us. We'll go ahead and back so I can go clear our jungle again before the shred. It's very important to get the jungle as much as possible. Also, what's awesome about kind of this right there, I'll show you on this next menu here with Fire Punch. And basically, it's causing the cancel or not cancel. So it's kind of nice. There are fire blasts online now. Nice. Headed to the bottom path. Okay. And this is my Charmeleon. Charizard is a viable thing. Oh yeah. Since who else is using them, I guess it's crazy. This might be just a straight up steamroll. I'll go get the Cinderace skin. As soon as I see a good cleanup, he's still alive. Those are going to surrender for them. Go do this, take my jungle again, just keep leveling up, that's the important thing. You always want to keep leveling up, no matter what, no matter how much of a lead you have. Stay focused on the goals of the jungle, just taking those camps, that's a lot of experience sitting there. There's no reason you shouldn't do that. Especially the red buff, helps a lot. Basically slows them down. You can't let that box do it once. You don't want it to level up, so keep it pinned. These are doing very good for us right now. I'm kind of hiding the grass here. I think the team will make sure that at some point. I don't want to surprise them. Oh, Jesus, not even. Snorlaxes, both our Snorlaxes are doing it. I kind of understand what Snorlax is doing, actually. He's actually doing it. I'm sorry, Snorlax. Our Snorlax he's totally forget that there's a threat. Wow, they are so many levels, it's ridiculous. I'm actually gonna jump to top. Okay, here we go. They're in our jungle? That's really weird. Okay, big top. Okay, we thought we were gonna take it. Hey, there's my beautiful wife again. You may pass through there. You don't have that. So there's a cute dress you go. Okay, we are literally like throat punching them right now. I almost don't see a possibility for escape. Okay. You're dead. Oh man. This is a very bad time. I'm gonna go help Cinderace. I'm not really worried about pushing this goal that far. That's unnecessary. Okay. Yes. We need to retreat. We do not need to fight right there. That's not smart. That could actually lose us the game and fighting way up there. But that's really, really terrible. Why am I fighting this stupid? Oh, the lag. Frame drop. I hate that crap. Let's retreat. That Garchomp is not whatever. Our team shouldn't have pushed so hard. I get it. We're like slapping them like this. But we really don't for it. So we're going to go Garchomp. I think he's going to do something over here. I'm not even gonna initiate this thing. I'm gonna back down, get my red buff. I don't really worry about blue buff right here because my jungle clear isn't like a big deal. We're not gonna be able to get rid of them. We need to go gather. Coming down for the team fight and almost insta ult. You always have the back on. What a goal! Awesome. This is such a W, it's ridiculous. Let's retreat. We don't need to fight this. There you go. We lost that. That's really bad. I'm gonna make sure this Charizard, he's gonna yard this.
What a goal!
Do whatever I can not let him score.
What a goal!
He's not gonna get it. And not. This is I'm pretty sure we still got this game.
3, 2,
After Rhythms after this, because we didn't let them all score on
Time's
us. Fingers crossed.
you
Oh,
win.
we still get the W. See, that was a bad play at the end there, where we were fighting Zapdos, but we really should have just been sitting there, not letting them get it. But we were enough ahead where it didn't matter. So there you have it, guys. You got to see some Charizard in action. That was not my best play that I've played on here, but it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. So, you notice how I jumped on backlines when I could. There weren't a lot of like coordinated team fights, but if you look back, you'll see where in the one team fight we did, I went ahead and ulted, jumped back, killed the Gardevoir. Normally you would go for another backliner, but they were so far away, I just went ahead and said, hey, let's go ahead and get Snorlax because we can secure that kill. But thank you guys for watching. Give me a sub, please, if you can. That would help me out. Oh, well, I can't say it actually helped me out, but it would make me feel good about myself, so please do that. I'm going to try to do a video maybe a week or so. Hopefully I can do some more education. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, God bless and peace.